everyone, myself Monisha and I'm legal intern at LEXIS and Company. Today I am here in front of you to talk to you about the new education policy 2020. So before discussing the topic new education policy 2020, let us talk about the education policy in India. So where this education policy started? In 1968, first education policy was brought by Indira Gandhi government. After that, second new education policy came up in 1986 by Rajiv Gandhi government, which was modified by P.V. Narasimha Rao government in 1992. Now, after 34 years, new education policy is introduced. Last ground of change made in the field of education was inserting right to education, that is Article 21A in Indian Constitution, that provide free and compulsory education for children up to age group 6 to 14. In 2015, when Smriti Irani became HRD minister, a committee was formed whose chairman was T.S.R. Subramaniam. They submitted their report on 7th May 2016. The objective of this committee was to improve the quality of education, and second was the credibility of education and addressing the gaps in implementation. In October 2016, the ministry released its draft for policy for implementation and asked for the suggestion, but nothing happened of that recommendation. Then new committee was formed under the chairmanship of ISRO chief Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, which was made of 9 members. They drafted the national education policy in 2019, which is passed finally, and it is our new education policy 2020. The most important changes in new education policy 2020 was HRD ministry, now renamed as Ministry of Education. GDP investment in education to increase from 1.6% to 6%. And last was they will focus on gross enrollment ratio. It will be increased to 50% by 2035. This new education policy equally focus in academic, vocational and extracurricular activity, and they also focused on wherever kids are interested and in whatever area they are interested they should be trained with that skills, so that after finishing their school and college they are ready to face the real world. The existing academic structure was 10 years from age group 10 to 16 and 2 years from 16 to 18. The revised new education policy 2020 says that 5 years to Anganwadi, preschool, Balvatika from age group 3 to 6 and class 1 to 2 from age group 6 to 8. Then other category was of 3 years from class 3 to 5, age group 8 to 11, from class 6 to 8, age group 11 to 14, and then after that 4 years class 9 to 12 from age group 14 to 18. This was the method which was divided in new education policy 2020. And in new education policy, it was stated that student to learn coding from class 6, mother tongue to be a medium of instruction till 5th grade. Report card will be comprehensive based on skills and capability. Changes in higher education made were single regulator for higher education that will exclude medical and legal field. That means single regulator body will be made for all the higher education excluding medical and legal. Other point mentioned was interdisciplinary combination of subjects. That means student can choose whatever subject they are interested to. In language also, optional subjects as a language language like Sanskrit plus other classical language and literature were also given. Academic bank of credit was mentioned there for the student who think out of box. There, in that means there is a multiple exist and entry, and in between if they leave after coming back they can continue from wherever they have left the courses. So this give a opportunity to the student to do something new too. MPhil is to be discontinued and flexibility of subject was added to. Public investment in education to reach to 6% of the GDP at the earliest was also mentioned there. And in this new education policy for teachers also some changes were made. First, with the help of NCERT National Curriculum Framework for Teacher Education, NCFTE 2021 will be made was mentioned. And second point, by 2030 minimum degree qualification, that is 4-year B.Ed courses, will be made for teaching. So main objective of this new education policy 2020 was to provide students with bigger opportunities and to fill the gap between private schools and government schools so that there could be no difference between both the sector schools. And this education policy focused to achieve global standard of education. I hope now you are aware of the new education policy 2020. For more such videos and for more such information, subscribe to the channel and do not forget to like, share and comment. Thank you.